The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, welcome to another exciting episode of the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We got some things going on this week. We want to talk about Kevin Hart. Our prayers go out to Kevin and his back, the horrible accident that he had, and we want to talk about some strange things happening all over the world. People are short, they need some bread, so they're doing some scandalous things to get that money. So first we want to start it off like we always started off with the usual suspects. Packett is not here yet. He'll be joining us in about 15 minutes or so. But Farooq, how was your week?
Oh, it was productive.
Productive, that's always good. It's better than being non-productive.
Yeah.
What did you do that was productive?
Well, I tried to clean the backyard up. I got half of the shit done. But that's progress.
Half is better than nothing.
Yeah, and I've just been trying to rearrange things. We're going into another season. Football started. So now I got to put away all the summer shit, man, and get out, the sweaters and sweatpants.
Now, speaking of football season, the Chargers had their first game as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they win?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's good because Packers had their first game, too, which is my team, and they won, too. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it was a very productive week. Now, let's get right into it. We just had a fellow comedian of ours. He just had a terrible car accident in a Barracuda. If you guys know anything about Barracudas, they're already powerful-ass vehicles. Am I right?
Yeah, fast.
Now, to my understanding, he had a Hemi in it. He had it souped up. And I saw the rims on that motherfucker. It was only about that much meat on the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Now, in California, you don't really want to have modifications on your wheels. You want as much rubber to the road as possible because you need them to hug the road. Am I right?
Well, I would think if you want what's best, but you have a specific amount of people and group of people out here that they just like looking good, man.
Yeah. So now to my
rubber band tires with the big ass rims, they shit.
So how much traction can you possibly have? Now this Barracuda is a very powerful car. They used to call them muscle cars, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day. Now what happened is they was driving on Mulholland Road, which is
I think it's like a V12 or something. It's a very strong
engine. So they driving on Mulholland Road, and if you ever been to Mulholland, Mulholland Drive, you know what I'm saying? It's a very winding, snake-like road, and it's easy to lose control, especially if you're under the influence of any kind of intoxicant or alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Now, to my understanding, I guess his friend was driving. He was in the passenger side.
You can also get in an accident if you eating some goddamn church's chicken or something,
Yeah.
You got your hand on the steering wheel with all this grease and shit.
You're gonna slide.
Slip and you slide off of one of the edges of them goddamn cliffs.
But as we found out recently, that chicken is like an intoxicant to niggas. You know what I'm saying? As you saw, so many black people lost their mind over the chicken craze that Popeyes had. So,
just follow the path of chicken bones and you'll find me. I don't give a fuck what kind of chicken it is either.
I've been known to use the chicken grease as Vaseline sometimes to get rid of ash as well. It's multi-purpose.
I know if you want to fool the motherfucker that you cooking, just get that skillet and get some of that old frying chicken grease and just turn it on and let that heat just heat up. Then you go ahead and dice up an onion and just throw that onion in there and watch how many motherfuckers run in the kitchen and knock on your door like you cooking a cold meal.
Hell yeah, because that onion smell, when it heat up, it's going to sound like somebody cooking some shit in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing about what I didn't understand, and a lot of people was coming to me, now this wasn't my theory, I went by what they were telling me, that, Kevin escaped by the hairs of his chinny chin chin. But there was somebody that came in my shop, and he was talking about, it looks to him that it was a conspiracy, that Kevin was probably driving, somebody rescued him, and then the other guy took the fall for him and said he was driving. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear anything like that?
I heard somebody say that, man, but now that I become pretty much mature-minded, man. I just listen to people, man. I don't respond to a lot of shit that people say, man, because you got to think about it, man. Anytime you hear something that somebody say that's questionable, then 9 out of 10 times they heard it from somebody else.
Right,
too.
and plus they wasn't there, so I'm thinking about it because I do listen to what people say, and I imagine because I have a vivid imagination, and I can sit up there and I can see maybe Kevin was in the driver's side. He's worth a lot of money.
Who would have known a nigga need like what 5 motherfucking phone booths to
sit on to drive?
Yeah. Then he need another midget to sit down on the floor to push the damn pedals and the brakes.
And there was no car seat or a phone booth found. You dig what I'm saying? So how could he see? And to me, as small as he is, he probably escaped through the exhaust pipe or something. Because somebody said he was outside the car, and they said somebody grabbed him up. So is it possible that he called Ray Donovan? Did Ray Donovan come get his ass? Did Kevin make the call? It's like, Ray, here's this thing. Somebody, the car careened off the side. I need you to come save me. I need you to fix it. Here's the thing. Come get me. Okay. And then somebody got him, took him to the house because there were reports that somebody took Kevin to the house first, and then they pulled the car out and rescued the other people.
And they got into another accident, which is the real reason why he got fucked up. Huh?
Right. But the whole thing is, no matter how it went, Kevin's still alive and he's doing well, and we're thankful for that. So all these people out here with these
speedy recovery, brother.
All these people with these conspiracy theories concentrate on what's really important, which is the brother is alive and kicking. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be around to make more movies and keep us laughing.
We're here about this shit on stage, though.
Hell yeah, that's it. Now, it was also, we were trying to get some guests on the show to give us some insights as to the Paul Mooney and the Richard Pryor Jr. Situation, but we couldn't find anybody to make a comment. So stay tuned in the later episodes because I'm going to get to the bottom of this, and I'm going to have some people on here that they got the inside scoop. Some people that had dinner with the roach and the rat.
Inside scoop, huh?
Yeah, the inside scoop.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some people that actually had dinner with the roach and the rat and has the inside scoop.
Yeah, the inside scoop, huh?
On this.
A pooper scooper.
A pooper scooper. We're going to get the scoop on the
real, find out the real shit, huh?
We're going to find out the real shit. What had happened was. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, this was an interesting story that that came across me recently. There was a woman in China. I don't know her first name, but her last name was Wu, like the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And I don't think she protected her neck. What she did was she sold her twin kids, and here's the reason why she sold her twins, was to buy a new cell phone and to pay off her debt.
Yeah,
now,
credit card bill.
Credit card bill. Now, the thing was fascinating to me. The Chinese baby daddy was nowhere around.
Got in the win.
Yeah, he got in the win. He didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to take care of it. But then when she got that bread, she contacted him. He popped up. They split that cheese and they spent it.
And he was going with the win again.
Yeah, but then both of them ended up getting caught and going to jail. I think she FaceTimed him with the new phone. Now, how do you feel about that? If you can't have a kid, you can't afford to take care of the kid, at least how much is a condom?
I mean, and plus over there, they got a restaurant where they sell dishes and soups and shit with condoms in.
Right, so you could just go for a snack and get your condom off the table. So I mean, you got to think. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know.
I mean, swallowing is for free too.
Yeah, you could have had twin throat babies.
Hey man, it's real strict in China, man, because it's a very populated place, man, and they make you pay taxes extra on certain kids. So from that perspective, I could tell and see her motive, but from a human perspective, I think that that's a very inhumane act for a mother, somebody who went through the birth to have a child and just sell them like an item.
And then I heard she got 12.
Put your kids on offer up and shit on.
She got $12,000 for these kids.
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but yeah, that's
like 6,000 a kid because they were twins.
Because they said it was 65,000 yen, and that boils down to
about 12,600
and some odd dollars.
Yeah, so that's about $6,300 per kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Now, if somebody really wanted to buy some kids, I know a lot of kids around here. People would love to sell their kids, you know what I'm saying? And you don't even have to give them money. You could just trade them for the phone, you know what I'm saying? You could trade. I know kids in the hood right now that they'll give you that kid for a phone. It could be an Obama phone. They'll give that kid for an Obama phone.
They don't have to worry about no phone
I know
bill.
people that'll give you that kid for the stamps you got left on your EBT card. Am I right? You ain't got to go through all that type of shit. I mean, don't you know some people like that? Let's talk about this. What kind of scandalous people do you know personally in the hood? We won't do no names, but I know you got a scandalous story about somebody you know, Farooq. Will you share that with the audience, please?
There's really actually so many of them.
We'll just take one for now.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second. If there's anybody out there that would like to share one of their scandalous stories of somebody they know, give us a call at 323-293-3375. Now, we want to include, we don't want to leave nobody out. So if it's somebody in your family that might be scandalous, like your scandalous-ass mama, your scandalous-ass brother,
and sisters
or scandalous-ass friend, give us a call. We want to hear about it. Now, Farooq, tell us this scandalous story.
Well, I'm not going to say no name
keep
to
the names
protect
out.
the guilty or whatever, but this cat I know, right?
Right.
I don't particularly celebrate Christmas, but, you know, he had just did some time and got out, so he got 3 kids, come from a pretty much decent family. He was married, so he didn't have no damn money. He was broke as shit. He got out around Thanksgiving, Christmas time, so he just, you know, on his pocket. So people gathered up enough money, man, to, like, buy kids a lot of shit for Christmas, man, like all kind of shit.
Some Good Samaritan type shit.
Yeah, so they had the Christmas tree, you know, and all the presents. You know, people start putting, you know, especially niggas, they start putting TVs and all kind of shit in front of the tree, like, damn near 2 months before Christmas. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
So they got all kind of shit just all in the living room.
They got
right?
more presents than tree.
Yeah. So what happened is getting close to Christmas, around probably 3 days before Christmas, right?
'Twas 3 nights before
Yeah,
Christmas.
you know, wife and kids gone. They come home. Everything in the motherfucking living room gone. Christmas tree, ornaments, all the gifts, everything. Like the motherfucking real life Grinch done came in that motherfucker and snatched up everything and disappeared.
Now, where was his ass at?
Somewhere smoking dope. But he came home and act like he was just like so amazed, like, oh, they robbed us. He cried and fell out all on the floor the whole damn bit, right?
High in the Georgia pine tree.
So, you know, his mama was asking him, like, what happened to the shit? Because I guess mama knows his crackheaded ass, like, nigga, you came home and you got off all that shit, boy. Now, well, where's that shit we got for your kids, you sorry motherfucker?
Right.
You know, he's still going with the story. Somebody obviously broke in the house.
Because he's sticking to it.
Yeah. So, you know, after Christmas, all of that was over with. You know, another one of my partners just so happened to be walking past his mama's house, and, you know, she was looking for him like, you seen that sorry-ass motherfucking son of mine? She said, you know, he said no. So he was like, yeah, it's kind of suspicious how somebody just break in his goddamn house and take every goddamn thing for Christmas, days before Christmas. And, you know, she just started describing all the shit. And, you know, he looked at him and was like, you know, wait a minute, Mrs.
Whoop-de-whoop.
Undisclosed name.
Yeah, Miss Whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah. So he said, that sound like some of the same shit I seen this nigga sell. I'm not going to say his name.
Whoop-de-blam.
Yeah, the dope man off of such and such street.
Right.
So the thing is, this motherfucker done stole every goddamn thing out of his own goddamn house, including the goddamn Christmas tree, candy canes, and the goddamn
And sold it to the dope man.
What they call them nuts?
The ornaments.
No, Brazilian nuts. They call nigga toes.
Yeah.
The nuts that don't
The one
know.
that everybody leave?
Yeah, he took them motherfuckers too. Everything was
Who bought
gone.
them motherfuckers? Because nobody even eat them motherfuckers. You can't even get into them with a nutcracker.
Yeah, well, people keep
You got to run over them bitches with an 18 wheeler.
them is like family heirlooms. People keep them all year round, and every Christmas they
We used
just
to put them in slingshots and hit niggas in the head.
yeah, they just set them out as decoration. You know, so
They look like burnt ass orange wedges.
they call them nigga toes.
Nigga toes.
But I mean, we had you know, like my grandmama would put that shit out, and you try to get one to eat one, she'll slap the shit out you and tell you the history of the goddamn nigga toe.
And he tried to sell it.
But they're really called Brazilian nuts, right?
Brazil nuts.
Yeah, she said that these goddamn set of Brazil nuts been in our goddamn family since I was 5 years old. So it's people keep shit like that in their house like an heirloom.
So he was sounding like heirloom. He thought they had some antiquity value.
Yeah, he just trying to eat it and got his ass whooped because we don't eat this shit. They set it out for decoration. That shit over with, but niggas don't take their goddamn Christmas decoration down till Valentine's Day. That's when they take that shit down.
Now that's scandalous, and I'm gonna tell you something. Now y'all might not believe this, but this is some scandalous shit. I don't know. This goes back to the old school. You remember when people used to have them bronze baby shoes on the mantle? Now we had a crackhead in our family that thought they was gold. They thought they was real gold
Bad
shoes.
eye.
Hey, look, thought they was real gold. And tried to sell the bronze baby shoes and told them the motherfuckers was dipped in gold. They were solid golds from the Aztec and the Mayan era of history for rock. So the motherfucker said, well, I don't really have no need for no golden little ass baby shoes that was dipped. You dig what I'm saying? So the motherfucker said, how much you want for them? So the crackhead in our family said, I want $1,000 per shoe. So the motherfucker said, that's too much. How about $5? You know what I'm saying? So the motherfucker sold these bronze baby shoes for a $5 rock. We went looking for the baby shoes and nobody could find the goddamn baby shoes. You dig what I'm saying? I looked on eBay. Now this 20 years ago. I looked on eBay a couple of days ago and them same damn bronze baby shoes was on eBay and the description said Aztec Mayan gold baby shoes, $3,000. Can you believe that scandalous ass shit?
Yeah, man.
And ain't nobody bought the motherfuckers, but somebody believed they was what that crackhead said they was. Now sometimes you got a smart dope dealer, but then you got a dumb dope dealer too. Yeah. That's how you know the dope dealer is getting high on his own supply. Yeah. Because if you dealing dope out there and you think bronze baby shoes is real gold, then you smoking.
From the Aztec.
Got to be.
From the Aztec and the Mayan era of history.
They wasn't even wearing baby shoes. They was wearing fucking moccasins made out of tree leaves and shit.
Yeah. But you know what a baby shoe look like, them little motherfuckers?
Yeah, they don't, people put their babies in Jordans and shit now,
These motherfuckers had little gold shoestrings.
Yeah, you talking about the white, black, or brown ones, you used to get them from Tom and Kenny's and Buster Brown. Hard leather on the bottom of them.
Hard ass sole.
Yeah.
Stride right. Buster fucking Brown, all the motherfuckers. Motherfucker thought they was Aztec and Mayan gold baby shoes, a goddamn artifact. I'm trying to tell you, that shit's crazy. So, and the stories only get crazier and crazier. As long as you live, you will know some people that do some scandalous ass shit. So, like I said, if you got a scandalous ass story, give us a call at the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge at 323-293-3375. We're gonna be right back after this commercial. Hopefully, Pack will be back by then.
Well, we're out here exposing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and mostly the fugly.
So I feel like Freddy Krueger just stabbed me in the face, glove, needle, and Dr. Krueger over here.
Hey, what's going down? It's your girl, Caramel Grace. A day with Caramel Grace. Oh, man, we're in LA. Y'all see me going down. Don't play with me. Hey, what's going down? It's your girl, Caramel Grace. A day with Caramel Grace. Okay, today we are at Woody's Barbecue. Happy 4th of July. Yes, honey. Y'all don't let that old man in the White House mess your 4th of July up. We freed in the mud. Yes, honey. Okay, then listen. Y'all know we we want to come bum rush your barbecue. So, we ain't eating at Woody's, but you see everybody and their grandma over here at Woody's. And everybody over there at Phillips. So we chose Out of all the people, we thank y'all for y'all invites. But we chose somebody from Alabama. We chose Miss Lily Mae. She from Alabama, right up the street from Florence, Alabama. Don't play with me. Yes, honey. Thank you, Miss Lily Mae. We on our way. Come on, Michael, let's go. Ribs, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, homemade cornbread. Don't play with me.
All right. And we're back. Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We were just looking at a clip from an up-and-coming show, Caramel Gray and her crazy ass. If people remember, she used to come on the show from time to time. We love to have a lot of guests, so we like to see everybody trying to do something, to further their career, in this comedy game. Now, Farooq, we were talking about these scandalous-ass things that people are doing, and I was noticing that all kind of things came to my mind. Do you remember people that used to sell fake dope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you remember the people that used to buy things from these crackheads that they thought they were getting a deal from, such as VCRs and things
jewelry.
like that?
Or TV.
Now, have you ever got taken in by one of these scammers?
Yeah, one time. They were some Armenians.
Armenian crackheads?
I don't think they was on dope, but they could have been.
What'd they get you for?
They sold me some costume jewelry.
For how much you give them?
Well, I gave them like $80.
Mm-hmm. And what was it? Was it a Turkish rope or what was it?
No, they gave me a ring, a bracelet.
Oh, you got a whole
chain.
player kit?
Yeah.
For $80?
Mm-hmm.
Where was you at? Was you on the bus or where was you at? Was you just
No,
walking?
I was walking to work. This was on Prairie.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Prairie. I was working in a shop off of Prairie then.
Cutting hair? You was working in the barbershop?
Yep. So they stopped me. I guess they put that rag on there and rubbed it down real good. It was real shiny. Turned out the shit was brass.
Now the barbershop is one place where a lot of scammers come up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a rest haven. It's like a Disneyland for scammers. I've been cutting hair for a long time, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been taken for a hell of a ride. And you remember the people that used to come in playing 3-card Monte?
Yeah.
Now that game, for some reason, people just think they smart and they can just figure out where this damn red card is. You know what I'm saying? And I refused to lose. I didn't know I was being scammed. I think I lost my whole day's haircut and pay to a 3-card Monte player. Have you ever been taken in by the 3-card Monte people?
Nah, I never played it, but I won some money in the find and P under the cap thing.
That's kind of like 3-card Monte, but
they call
with a
that
P and a cap.
The Chuck-a-Luck.
Chuck-a-luck? Yeah. You actually won at that?
Yeah.
Oh, you must have been working with the
My
dude.
grandfather made the fucking game up, Marv, so you can't fool me with the hand shift. And then sometimes they keep the P and the pinky, and they don't put it on the thing that you see it in. They open it up, they snatch with the pinky, and they put it in another one and twist it around. So,
Well, I got scammed, and
the hand is faster than the eye.
the
people.
whole day's pay, I got taken in. And I sat there and I was like, how did this? I know my eyes ain't that bad because I do some good fades, so my eyes can't be that bad. So I got beat with that. And then I don't know if you guys all over the place have this guy. They dress like Swamis. You ever got that Swami?
Yeah.
He got a turban on his head. He'll start getting you by trying to tell you your future. And then if you want to know more intriguing things about your life, it's going to cost you $20 more.
I always tell them that if you can predict the future, then you will know if you don't get your ass out of here, then your future is to get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
So I give them some advice. I tell them to stop telling fake-ass fortunes and stay away from niggas like me.
Right.
Because I'll beat your ass in the future.
Now, he was telling me some shit. This was when I was young. And I was like, how can he possibly know this about me? He would tell me stuff that only I would know. He said, for breakfast, you had grits, bacon, and scrambled eggs. I said, how did he know that shit? I didn't know at that time. A lot of people had
that
that
shit on your shirt. Bro.
Yeah, it was all on my shirt and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, and for lunch, you had the hot dog with the mustard. I had the mustard stain right there. Because a lot of times, you don't see how you look. You know what I'm saying? But he's seeing all of this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you're amazing. He says, "Do you want me to tell you more shit? It's going to cost you another $20. So I gave him another $20. I think I gave it dude about $40 to just really. He didn't read my future. He was just reading my shirt, Farooq.
Yeah.
But I found that out. So you got to be aware of these scammers because you might be the next victim. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I know.
I see somebody get beat, though. They bought a big screen television. You know, they gave the man.
How many inches was it?
Shit, like 60.
Mm-hmm. How did he get beat?
Well, they gave the man the money or whatever. He told him to come around the back. So he gave him the box off the truck, and as soon as he gave him the box, he like, I'm finna rush over here and go do something else. So, you know, y'all go ahead and take the box. So they drove off, right? So they drove off with their money, of course. Mm-hmm. They take the box where they was going to take it at and look in there, and it was a motherfucking oven door with some books and shit inside the box.
That's a goddamn shame. Now, I'm going to tell you this, like I always say, it's always one. Now, this is a true story.
That's an expensive-ass oven door.
This is a true story, and I ain't ashamed to admit it, Farooq. It was Christmas time, and this was when they first started frying turkeys. Remember they used to fry turkeys?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to fry my own turkey, so I had a homeboy said he frying turkeys for the holiday. So I said, well, I'll take a fried turkey. How much? He said, just give me $20 and I'll give you 2 of them. So it was cool. So I go over there to pick up the fried turkeys.
Fucking chickens.
Look, I go over there pick up these fried turkeys. He had them all wrapped in foil, so I didn't open it up to look. So I got everybody at the Thanksgiving table, the holiday table and everything. I opened up the turkeys and everything, and everybody looked at me and said, where are the legs and the wings? I mean, it was no legs or wings on either one of these turkeys. At least they were turkeys. You dig what I'm saying? So I called the dude back, and I'm like, man, it ain't no legs or wings on the turkey. And the motherfucker's phone went straight to voicemail. You know what I'm saying? And I said, what kind of scandalous motherfucker would sell wingless and legless turkeys on the holidays? You know, that's supposed to be a sacred time for family.
You had to taste that shit to make sure it was done and it was right.
Were they stuffed?
No, they wasn't stuffed. I was the stuffed turkey because I'm the one that fell for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, my ass, you know, it was my girlfriend at the time. She was like, it ain't wings and legs, right? I couldn't believe it, so my dumb ass was doing. I grabbed the turkey and I was like, "You sure it ain't at the bottom?" I was like, "Are you sure it?" She was like, "Babe." Yeah, I'm looking. Look, I'm saying maybe he put them.
He tucked them in the bottom, huh?
I said maybe he tucked them. Something. It wasn't nothing in there, so everybody. And so I was trying to, say the prayer at the table, and some little kid was like, can we pray for the wings and the legs to appear? You know what I'm saying? They was clowning me, and I paid for this shit. You dig what I'm saying? So you could never imagine that you would buy a turkey from somebody and it'd be lacking the legs and the wings. So it's always one thing that's going to trump some ignorant-ass, scandalous shit. Am I right? Yeah. Now, I bet you got another one to top that one.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of stories, man. People do a lot of scandalous shit, man.
Now, when you bought that fake gold, we called it on the street fool's gold. How did you feel about that? Did you try to hunt the dude down like, I'm going to find these?
No, I ran into him like about 5 years later. Mm-hmm. But at the time, I thought it was a deal. I paid for it. I wore it all day at work. It was cool. So I decided to go home, get fresh fly, and get out and went to a club. And, I was a hell of a dancer, in my younger days.
What, like what kind of dancer? Like at the exotic club or like at the clubs? Just like if you...
At the club.
Okay, yeah. So you had moves.
Yeah.
So you needed that shit.
Move. Yeah, so I had a ball and everything, got home. You know how you got to wake up and go take a piss?
Right.
I looked in the mirror, my whole goddamn neck was green, my finger was green, my wrist was different colors and shit, man. Mm-hmm. The motherfucking, what I thought was some fly-ass gold, that shit was like several different colors and shit, man.
Yeah. That happened to me with an earring before. My whole ear got crusty. Then the motherfucker, I couldn't even hear out of the left side. You know what I'm saying? But when I bought the shit, it was fly. Then the motherfucker, you know how they say diamonds sparkle and shit? These motherfuckers was sparkling like a motherfucker, right? But when I went to sleep, at first I started scratching my ear like this, and I was like, now I went to look in there, that whole ear was swollen up like a potato, and it was green crust on the motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to know. I don't really think, in hindsight, I can't really say I was scammed. I could just really say I had lack of knowledge, lack of product knowledge of what I was buying. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you have to know. That's why people buy stuff from a legitimate store or retailer that has, warranties and guarantees. You buy something from somebody on the street, the chance of you finding this motherfucker, you can't turn it back in. You can't go find and get a refund. The chance of you finding this person again is slim and none, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and then like you say, you got smart criminals and dumb criminals, but scanners is scanners. You have notorious, intelligent scanners motherfuckers that get away with shit, like your boy Madoff. They scammed up $65 billion.
Right.
And you got stupid motherfuckers that do scandalous shit and they get caught. Like, for instance, I had a neighbor before, man. My family was in town. So we was at the Residence Inn or some shit for a few days. So I just so happened to come back because, my lady was like, well, we forgot this at the house for the kids. So I come back. As soon as I walked through the gate, I noticed a little young neighbor that used to be around there, stayed in the apartment building.
Right.
Eyes got big than a motherfucker and he ran off.
What he running for?
But I didn't really trip. I just took notice. So as I walk up the stairs and get to my apartment door, I look at the kitchen window because the kitchen window was right next to the door. And I noticed the window busted. And I'm like, nah, man. So I go in the house, do a survey. Everything appeared to be normal. I go in the room. I see, I got brand new clothes and shit I bought myself missing. So I'm like, somebody done broke in here. I go in the icebox, I see shit missing. You know
this
what I'm saying?
This motherfucker done took snacks?
Yeah. So look, I go next door to my neighbors. First place a person go if you've been violated like that. So I knock on my neighbor door, and his lady say, oh, yeah, come on in. He's in the back room. So I walk in, and I look in their kitchen and see the shit that came out my icebox on their motherfucking counter. So as soon as this nigga came to the living room and said, what's up to me, I said, what's up? So I fires on his ass and whoop his ass in his own house.
Right.
Beat his ass through it was hot that day too. Beat his ass through the screen door, and this is like about the third floor.
Right.
So I got his ass leaned over the goddamn balcony. Like
Big Red?
Yeah, I got him leaned over the goddamn balcony and asked him who did it. Yeah, and he snitched on a little youngster.
Oh, that's sad.
So once he did that, I pulled him up and I slapped the shit out of him.
He probably paid the youngster to go through that screen.
Yeah. I said, look here, man. If you wanted anything from me, you can ask. You don't have to take shit from me. So I went to my house and packed up everything in my motherfucking freezer and icebox, and I went next door and poured that shit on the floor.
That's how you did it?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's a cool way to do it.
And I'm still, that happened over 20-something years ago. I'm still looking for that youngster because I owe him my ass.
Oh, that motherfucker in the wind. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I got done like that.
He's in the pen getting bent over.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. You handled it a very good way. But me, I took it very offensive that it was like hurt my intelligence. So I figured it's okay for me to twist a motherfucker. So I'm going to tell you the cold twist I did to somebody. I was at this motherfucking bus stop one time, and I had a bag full of Cheerios, for snacks. So this dumb motherfucker comes sitting next to me and ask me what was I eating. Like he ain't never seen goddamn Cheerios before, right? So you know what I told his ass? I said they was motherfucking donut seeds. He said, what do you mean? I said, you take these and you plant them, and where you think they get donuts from? I said, is a donut tree gonna grow? And then you could just take all the donuts when they ripe, and then you could sell them and make you some bread. He said, how much you want for all them? Because I had about a half ounce of Cheerios, right? I said, well, I was going to sell these. That's why I'm on the bus. I was going to sell these for $150. But shit, it's late. You know what I'm saying? Just give me $100 and I give you these donut seeds. That motherfucker gave me $100 for a bag of Cheerios. You hear me? I was happy to the motherfucker. Now I can imagine, but before I got on the bus and he said, I got one question. I thought he was like, nigga, these are Cheerios, right? He said, how do I take care of them to make the tree grow? I said, well, you know, just don't use water when you post milk over the motherfucker on the ground, and that's gonna make your donut tree very, very healthy. You know what I'm saying? So this dude never came looking for me, but to this day, I still look for this dude because I keep a half ounce of Fruit Loops on me because I want to sell him a thing of assorted donut seeds. You hear me?
Oh, okay.
And if I ever find somebody stupid enough to buy these motherfucking Fruit Loops, I'm gonna tell them they're assorted donut seeds. You know, it might be scandalous, but it's gonna make me feel better. You hear me?
Hey, man.
Now, like I said, if y'all got a scandalous ass story, give us a call at 323-293-3375. We'd love to hear it. And we're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Fierce on purpose. Well, we're out here exposing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and mostly the fugly. Come on, scary ass.
Here we go.
Real great. Oh, but we in LA. Y'all see me going down. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yes, can you get him?
The cameraman's fire, you know that, right?
No, he's really good at
I can tell this. The footage is horrible by the look of his eyes.
You should stop. These cool bottles. But you're not over here, Eleanor, are you?
You know, hit clean. Here's a 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
This my Macys. I be trying to tell people. This is my Nordstrom's. This your Nordstrom's? Hey. Yes. Hey, mesmerize. I'm not ready to mesmerize. Look.
Don't look. Don't look.
Oh, you already? I'm stuck.
Don't be stuck.
You gotta walk back. Oh. Fierce on purpose. Well, we're out here exposing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and mostly the fugly. Come on, scary ass.
Here we go.
Real great. Oh, but we in LA. Y'all see me going down. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yes, can you get him?
The cameraman's fire, you know that, right?
No, he's really good at
I can tell this. The footage is horrible by the look of his eyes.
You should stop. These cool bottles. But you're not over here, Eleanor, are you?
You know, hit clean. Here's a 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
This my Macys. I be trying to tell people. This is my Nordstrom's. This your Nordstrom's? Hey. Yes. Hey, mesmerize. I'm not ready to mesmerize. Look.
Don't look. Don't look.
Oh, you already? I'm stuck.
Don't be stuck.
You gotta walk back. Oh.
All right. We're back on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We are so glad Packet has finally made it. You was in traffic, huh?
Man, it's a soccer game going on. It's ridiculous over there when I got off the freeway.
Where'd you get off the freeway at?
At King.
King
And I
of
should have
what?
never got off at King.
King of what?
And Fig.
Okay, so you didn't want to stay and see the soccer game?
No, I'm good.
Oh, no, the soccer game, the soccer people are doing probably better than your Panthers.
Wow, already, huh? Aaron Rodgers gets a win, he squeaks out.
Yeah, W is a W.
Yeah, hey, take it.
Yeah, so...
where you start right now, let's see where you end.
Hey, we will see. So, you're a little late, so we want to see how your week was. You know, we care about you. We love you. How did your week go?
My week was fine until the game came on and my team lost. Mm-hmm.
So it made you feel sad?
Man, it just took all my energy. I had to go to sleep after the game.
But you were telling us how your team was going to just dominate the league and everything.
They will. I mean, that's the first game of the season. Cam had surgery, came back. He was rested. He didn't play any games during the preseason.
We were just talking about scammers, and you talk about Scam Newton. So that's you just.
Why you call him Scam Newton?
Well, you know why he scammed your ass. You thought y'all was going.
I don't call Aaron Dirty Sanchez Roger.
Well, you can't. Because we have a W.
He has a little mustache,
Yeah, but that's a winning mustache. That makes him look like the most interesting man in NFL.
He's won a game. Well, hey, I give you the game. I give you the game.
Other than that, how was your week?
Oh man, it's been good. My show's back on the air.
And what show is that?
Blow the Whistle and here at Morris Media.
Okay, that's cool.
Every Thursday, 11:30.
Okay, that's cool. So and when can everybody see it? Every what?
Every Thursday, 11:30.
At 11:30. That's 11:30 at night or 11:30
a.m.
Oh, a.m. Okay, so now that's good. Who's on that show with you? Is it just you and yourself? Or?
It's me and comedian and actor PB Smiley.
Okay, that's cool.
And speaking of him, want to invite you and Farooq out. Not this, but come out this Thursday and come check out the room. Mm-hmm. But next Thursday, we want you to go on. Want you to perform.
Well, we'll do that. Now, where would this room be? Just in case anybody out there want to come see the show, where would it be located?
This is the Hollywood Hotel.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Haunted Hotel?
The Hollywood Hotel.
I know. Is it
on Vermont?
Oh, it's not the one that's known to be haunted, is it?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I don't do no spooky shit.
You don't do zombies either.
I don't do zombie and I don't do spooky shit.
He like killer clown movies though.
Yeah, I'll watch them because there's some killer clowns around my job area. All of them killer clowns and bass heads.
You cut your mustache off?
No, it fell off. I'm getting old.
Now you that creepy dude with the rape van outside of the schools.
The whole van smelled like gingerbread peppermint. But
they don't call you Marv no more. They call you Mervin.
Yeah, they call me Mark Kelly.
Mervin.
But check this out. We was before you got here. We was talking about what happened to Kevin Hart, and we was talking about the scandalous things that people do and try to get away with it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So Farooq was telling us about this guy he knew that stole all the Christmas presents, like the real Grinch that stole Compton. You know what I'm saying? So do you have any stories of scandalous things happening to you? It could be a friend, a family, or anything. You don't have to say their names.
Well, the most scandalous thing that ever happens to me is how people borrow money and then they're supposed to pay it back on a certain day, but then you never hear from them. And then when it'll be years later, they'll finally give your money back with a big huff and a grunt, and then you'll be someplace. Let's say you lose your wallet, and you need some money, and then they give you $5 or $10 that you're going to give back as soon as you get to back to wherever you're going. If you're, let's say, you're in Vegas or somewhere, we got to get back, and I get my information, and I go to the ATM, but they call you every day, like, you got that $5? You got that $5? You didn't call them one time when they owed you $200.
So let me get this straight. You actually got that money back eventually?
No.
Because I've never actually got that back. I've gotten more excuses than I've got the payment.
Yeah, that's the scandalous part about it. I was being nice.
And this true story. I had this one guy. He called me up. It was about 11:30 at night, and he was telling me he needed $40 and he would give it back to me in 3 days. And I said, well, I can't get to you. I can't leave the house. You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, I'll come over there and get it. So he walked from his house all the way to my house at 11:30. Got there about 12 o'clock to come get the $40. He said he would give it back to me 3 days later. I said, okay. And I even told him, I said, look here. If you can't give it back to me, I'll just give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want that to come between our friendship and shit. He said, no, my word is my bond. I'm going to give you the $40 back in 3 days. So come 3 days, same thing happened. I called him back. Goddamn phone went to voicemail. Then the goddamn phone was off. Then I tried to go by his house. All the windows and shit was, dark. I knocked on the door.
Were you going by the house to get the money or just to check on them?
I went by to get that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that checking them. I know how niggas is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna play stupid and shit. So I see the motherfucker about a month later. He was at the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the liquor store and I look at him here and there with this girl. You know what I'm saying?
Did he act like he didn't see you or look through you?
He act like I wasn't there. Like I was a statue in the liquor store. Like. You know what I'm saying? He got his girl. His girl was looking pretty and everything. He buying her top shelf and shit. So I look at him. I go, You must be treating everybody. You treating me too? Then he looked at me like, what you mean? I said, you know what the fuck I mean? Then he go, let me holler at you outside. I said, yeah, we can holler outside. Then he told the girl, baby, stay in here. So we go outside, and he goes, oh, you going to front me off in front of my girl over that little sorry-ass $40?
Now it's sorry-ass $40.
I said, oh, it's sorry now?
Wow.
I said, the $40 sorry now? I said, not only am I going to front you off for that $40, I'm liable to take your bitch. Break your pockets, nigga.
Collateral.
And buy me and your girl some drink, and you're going to have to walk your ass back to wherever you went to. You got two fucking choices. You, don't sneeze, don't cough, break mine off, or you're going to have a little problem in the liquor store. Then he go, you funny the mother. He look at his girl, he say, that nigga funny, I told you that's my homeboy, the comedian and shit. And so he went on and broke me off the cash, right?
Uh-huh.
But that was so long after he begged and pleaded and even walked over to my house to get this money. You dig what I'm saying? So niggas be doing some scandalous shit, but that's why I tell them, I don't have a problem with telling them no more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, what you did, you went above and beyond, and when I was younger, that's what I used to do. Mm-hmm. But now, if I loan you money, it's because I got extra money, and I feel whatever you're going through at that time, and I give you the money, I don't expect the money
But
back.
I told him, Packett, I said, look here, if you don't see yourself paying it back, go and take that, and it's cool. He said, no, my word is my bond.
Yeah.
I will give it to you.
But the irritating part about it, the reason why I do it like that, because the irritating part about it, because it hurts you more to think like, is he playing me like I'm some little punk bitch? Do I need to choke this motherfucker?
And for sure, that's exactly what happened.
Well, can I be honest with y'all?
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that. I was mad because the girl he was with, she was bad in the motherfucker. Like,
how you got this bad bitch and you don't even pay your motherfucking debts?
I just broke ass nigga get this broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was bad in my mouth. I was like, you fuck with this nigga? This nigga can't pay. That nigga still owe me $40.
He one of them niggas that
and he was short, so look.
He walk around with his rent money like he got it like that.
He was shorter than me, so when I said he's buying top shelf, it was top for him. He's buying Parmesan, because that's as high as he could go.
Wow.
You know, Parmesan.
Parmesan. I remember that.
He didn't even know how
Apple
to pronounce
juice.
it. He was like, let me get that Paul Mason. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't even deserve the level and caliber of ass that was standing next to him. You know, I didn't feel like he was playing me. I just was mad because, you know, his girl was tight.
Yeah, I get that money up, and I expect it to come back. But if it don't come back, I know I don't never have to loan you anything else again.
Well, now I know that now where I go, okay, it cost me $40, so I don't have to deal with this cat no more. You know what I'm saying? Because now he can't ask me for nothing. But he did come by later asking for food. He go, I ain't asked for no money. You have some extra food. I'm like, nigga, I'm not your sponsor. And then this dude was on Section 8. That nigga rent was $35 a month.
And he lost that.
Yeah, because he was late on his rent. He told me I'm late on my rent. How you late on your rent? Your rent $35. You see what I'm saying? So some people, they take advantage of the system.
Everything.
So cold. And then, you know, a nigga like me, I got to pay full price for shit. You know, and then you got people out here that can't even pay $35 rent in this glorious, wonderful, high-price ass city of Los Angeles.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So Trump want to build a wall. You can throw some niggas over there too. Yeah, it don't have to all be Latinos and Hispanics. You know, I give you about 17 niggas you can throw over that bitch right now.
Man.
Yeah, I ain't said no name, but yeah.
17 of them,
17 of them, right now. I can make a list right now. Throw their ass over the wall right now.
I could give you a list too.
Yeah.
And three that it's on site. I told my girl, if we ever someplace, I apologize, but if I see one of these three, it's on site.
It's on site. Now, because you came late, we want to know what your feelings are about. Are you familiar with the Kevin Hart accident?
Yeah, man.
And I know you're into conspiracy theories. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think he was driving a car, or do you really think he was a passenger?
Wow, I didn't. You came in from a whole other angle. You think something fishy going on?
I'm just asking you, because you know you're into conspiracy theory. Because you know, like I know, you know what I'm saying. He worth a lot of money.
Yeah, he's at the top of his game, and when at the top of their game, they got to hit him for something.
Right, you know what I'm saying. And
they already tried to get him with the getting this girl mad at him and talking about with the conspiracy, and he hit the conspiracy head on. They normally want you to act like it didn't happen, And he hit head on like, yeah, it happened. I fucked around. Sorry, baby. And he didn't pay the person off. And they were like, damn, we can't get him like that.
How you gonna wiggle your way out this goddamn car accident? You know, some people saying he was drunk, and you know,
well, of course he was drunk.
And the boy that said he was driving wasn't really the driver that he was really driving, and he may have called like a Hollywood fixer, like maybe a Ray Donovan type of guy or something like that to fix it.
Ray Donovan,
the
fixer.
Yeah, you know, you seen Ray Donovan. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much
Like,
effort and energy.
look. You know, Ray Donovan probably just Kevin, I'm on my way, and just don't say nothing, and I'll take care of it.
And he come, and it was probably a couple dead bodies they had to get rid of too.
Well, no, everybody survived, but you know the thing is,
You just adding to the theory, huh?
Yeah.
see,
Make it more interesting.
Yeah,
huh?
if Ray Donovan gets involved, you know,
somebody gonna
he's
die.
the cleaner.
Yeah, somebody got to take that.
That
back.
little van pull up, and they put the little bodies and roll it up in the plastic.
Yeah. But you know when they call Ray Donovan, he be panicking. You know what I'm saying? So Kevin's like, here's the thing. You know, my career's not set up for me to take this fall. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to get in trouble for this. No. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just saying it's a possibility. So what is your take on that? Do you think it's like the media said that he wasn't driving and everything like that, or are you one of those people who just thankful that he didn't?
You make me have to read the story again because I heard that he was driving. Mm-hmm. And his bodyguard put him out from under the wheel.
You must have heard that from a real person because we heard something a little bit different, that he wasn't driving, that he escaped through the tailpipe. I don't know.
They said the car he was driving. I don't know. I'm
because he is
now.
little, and it is possible for him to have escaped through the tailpipe without getting burned or anything.
Yeah, he's a midget.
Yeah, but you know he's a tiny fellow.
How big are you to him?
I'm a giant.
Packet.
I mean, he look up to me. He don't even respect me. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, but
that's it.
For me, and when you're in a point in the spotlight, especially being African American in the industry, when you get to a certain amount of money, it seems like something always happens, or they always come for you for something. Mm-hmm.
So you think somebody might have sabotaged the Barracuda that he was driving?
Or to just pay somebody to veer him off the road.
Oh, you got a cold conspiracy theory. It was nobody else on the road. It was just him.
See, this is the thing.
Boy, the girl. It might have been Jack
We were
Daniels
not there.
or Jim Beam.
We were not there. So how do you know you were the only person on the road?
I don't know. But I didn't hear no tell of that.
But did he really? Is he paralyzed?
No. He's walking. He's walking now.
Because there's been so many stories about him being paralyzed. He had 3 surgeries on his back.
Yeah, but you know he's walking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you know he's good. So thank God for that. But they saying he got to do a lot of rehab. So that's cool because we get to see the and you know Kevin is in the social media, so we probably will get to watch that comeback rehabilitation road on social media. And I know a lot of people out there is looking forward.
First
to that.
Tracy Morgan, now him, huh?
Well, Tracy Morgan made off like a fat rat. You know, he sued the people that own the truck, and you should see his house. It's outstanding.
Yeah, he's driving Bugattis now, isn't he?
For fun. I think his kids driving baby Bugattis. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so we're glad to hear that Blow the Whistle is back in his
yes, sir.
And everything. So,
Blow the Whistle Sports.
Yeah. So
what's your football predictions?
we got a few minutes left. So give them a taste of what they should expect on the Blow the Whistle show, and give them some of your whack ass predictions.
Wow, my predictions are never whack; they come true.
When
Allegedly.
No. All you gotta do is watch. You know,
you might want to start predicting soccer games.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I don't know the list for this week, so you have to bring the list up so we can go over it and we can name games and I'll do predictions.
Okay. Will the Panthers make it
to the playoffs?
No, we going past the playoffs to the Super Bowl.
I have to say yes, Marv.
You have to say yes.
I have to say yes.
Will you like to?
It's my team.
Would you like to?
Why would I ever go against my team?
Because you're gonna think with your brain and not with your emotions.
Let's do this.
Right.
Let's bet my team goes further than your team.
I'll take that. I'll take that bet.
Let's make it a $50 bet.
We can't do that because that's illegal to do on television or anything like that. But we'll do a gentleman's shake.
Okay.
And then I'll meet you in the parking lot and we'll discuss the.
Yeah, okay.
I might bet you with Cheerios.
Okay. But bring the games up. Let's do some predictions real quick.
I got a half ounce of donut seeds outside, and you know what I'm saying. If you want to just.
Cam Newton will have a very long season this year.
Aaron Rodgers looked very, very good this week. You know, I'm not a hater.
Did you see
he looked good, but I told people when Antonio Brown came on the market, please do not let him go to New England or Green Bay, because if he went to New England or Green Bay, they would be the team that would be unstoppable. He's a juggernaut. And going to either one of those teams, that's what Aaron Rodgers is missing. Whenever you see him stalling, it's because he has a great wide receiver over there. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have that breakaway wide receiver with that arm that he has. That's what you guys are missing.
All bullshit aside, what I was worried about is they didn't really protect the quarterback as well as I would have wanted them to. I mean, him getting sacked 4 times in that game was a little nerve-wracking for me. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what people don't understand. Like, it's only so many elite guards out there that can guard the quarterback like that. This NFL, you have to be mobile. That's why people like Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, Watson, these people that move good on their feet, you have to be able to duck and dodge and still throw that ball down the field.
I think he has to.
This is not the old days where they can lay in the pocket behind the iron ring and throw the ball.
Aside, I think, we got to go back to the old school. If you want these people to protect you, you have to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of practices and everything. He should have bought all of them guys that chicken sandwich from Popeye.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Buying them something is not going to give them skills that they do not have.
I'm not saying buying them something or just anything. I'm saying if he would have got all of them that Popeye chicken sandwich.
You talk about Carolina's offensive line?
No, I'm talking
about... Phillip Rivers looked good this week, too.
That might help Scam, too.
He didn't look good. He looked great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing. We can have the little gentleman thing going on, too, about whose team goes further.
Now, you don't want to put yourself in that big of a hole now, do you?
Oh, man.
You think that Carolina's going to have a better record than the Chargers this year?
Yes, I do.
So you want to bet me $50 on that?
Well, we can't do it on the air like Marv said, but we can make a gentleman bet on the air. And after we get off the air, we'll talk about something else.
Yeah. You can bet him the bag of Fruit Loops that I have out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like Fruit Loops. You better Lucky Charms.
Donut seeds.
Assorted donut seeds.
Ooh.
But anyway, Packard, we're glad to have you back, and we're going to be back here next Tuesday. I'm going to try to get some
and y'all make sure y'all come out to the Comedy Store, man.
Yeah, we're going to come out.
Check it out.
Not the Comedy Store, but the Hollywood Hotel.
Yeah.
And it's located where?
On Vermont. At the Hollywood Hotel. I don't know the address. Hollywood Hotel. Google it. That's why we got smartphones.
Damn, your promotion skills are about as good as your predictions.
I don't have my phone on me. That's why I told you.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get.
But the Hollywood Hotel, people.
I bet you ain't never missed a breakfast.
Sirius, Bixby, they all work. All you do is say Hollywood Hotel or Bixby, Sirius, or Google, and it pops right up.
I bet
That's
you know
if you have a smartphone.
I bet you know where the pancakes are. I bet you know where the pancakes are right now.
What kind?
Look at you.
Light and fluffy and buttermilk?
Blueberry, corn fritters.
You know what we need to talk about one week? Is how these women that be making these allegations. Because now that Antonio Brown's on the Patriots, they just said that he sexually assaulted the girl.
Okay. We you know what?
That's breaking news.
We're going to look into that, and we're going to talk about that next week at the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We'll see you guys next week around the same time. We love you. Mad Marv Comedy Lounge, and we're out.
Peace.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.